Basharun Akinade Ayola Yusuf in Oyo State has spoken on the concept of Abobaku, the man who is believed to die before the king. In an interview with BBC Yoruba, the man said that it is important to bring the body of the deceased ALAAFIN out so that people could see that it was really the person who died. He added that the rites performed when an ALAAFIN dies is always different from other kinds of kings. Chief Yusuf stated Oyo is a town rich in culture. The chief added that king making in Oyo is well planned as they are already designated houses for the purpose. According to him, nobody can move from anywhere except those families to become ALAAFIN of Oyo. He said, whenever an ALAAFIN dies, the Abobaku would carry a drum and dance around the town, and he will be buried before the king. The chief said, there is no more Abobaku and the tradition is dead, adding that it has been replaced with something else. He added that there will be no rush in choosing the next ALAAFIN as Oyo is a place of proper planning. Okay? Because there's this argument that, oh, why should they bring the corpse of the Oba, to be displayed? That it has never happened like that. We know that there are a lot of compromises here and there. And coming to talk of the Abobaku are the people that die with, or the person that dies with the king. And I think the last Ooni of Ife, there was an Abobaku, and the man took to, he ran pata, and up to today we didn't even know. That was what we heard, and we saw one man that was just looking somehow so funny, and he was to die with the king. But before you could say Jack Robinson, the man to Lily. So thank God that this kind of a thing is not going to be happening in Oyo. They say they are going to do it with something else, but that something else they will not let you know. They will not relate that to you. But I think maybe they still have Abobaku now. But now, if they have eradicated that, that means there's nothing like a Abobaku again. I don't think so. But since they've eradicated it, I don't think there's any need for them to do such a thing. There's nobody like Abobaku, so the man will go on his own. Well, if there's anything like that called Abobaku, I'm sure the person will see Jackpa like that of a Ooni of Ife, the Ooni of Ife, the one that died, not this one. No. I believe a king is 100% human being, and no difference between king, ordinary person, and ordinary person on the street. And now that news has it that the late father and king has changed the title, who is that someone interested reversing the tide? Abobaku title is said to have been changed, thus neutralized the tenacity of burying someone alive. If this is true, I salute the courage of our late father. They say the legend for an unflinching love for humanity. In that regard, may Allah, in His infinite mercies, forgive him of his shortcomings and continue to be pleased with his soul. Religion changed few things, especially like Obabaku practice. It is no longer existing, but the way Oba Lamidi Adeyemi was buried, that was how Alaafin that reigned 200 years ago was buried. The Alaafin that would reign and die in 2036 years to come will be buried in the same way. The intending occupants of the throne are all aware of this. It is systemic. It's planned. The old Oyo metropolis was planned to achieve this. Each compound in Oyo has its own responsibility towards the common goal of Oyo system. Baba Basharun of Oyo just told us the truth they brought us up with. Whatever anyone likes, let him say. Oyo would not change. Religion has really changed so many things. Good to hear, because nobody ready to die. I don't expect this tradition to continue anyway. The Abobaku will be a happy man. God saved this man, Sha. It would be barbaric if that continues. But he said they have replaced that tradition with something else. Wait, so who is to be buried with the king? We want to confirm something. You see, read the statement again. It has been replaced with something else. Who knows what it was replaced with? Probably human head. Okay, oh. Make I come dey wait for my Igbo people comments on this. What has that got to do with this thing? Sort yourself out. Sort yourselves out. Yes, I know him to be the type that carries sacrifice to the forest, and after that, he becomes the succor for the entire community. People are lost in darkness. What if the Abobaku that died before the king? We did say the king and Abobaku must be buried simultaneously. That means if the Abobaku dies before the king, I don't know, maybe there's something that they usually do. Because in my own opinion, even the ALAAFIN too, it was just 83, and people of that caliber, they always stayed long. But it is what it is. It is what it is. At the end of the day, God is supreme than any king or than any whatever, whether Abubaku or whatever. God is supreme. Is supreme, supreme, supreme. So that is just it. They have replaced it with something else. But what they replace it with is what they will not tell anybody. But the Abubakus that is well known, I don't think, I'm sure he's not going to die with the king. Abubaku. When they say it will be Abubaku, you know that the person is always attached, no matter what. The person is attached to something, and no matter what, it's going to be difficult for you to separate that. So when they use that parable, oh, this one Abubaku now. So that is what it really means. But it's a good thing if they have eradicated it, but I hope it will not take something else. Okay, or they will not let's not go there, but they won't say what exactly they are going to use or what they are replacing the Abobaku with. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Let us know what you think. You think it's a good thing that some of our traditions, because this one it involves life, so definitely nobody will want to encourage that this thing continues. So what do you think? So in some areas that our traditions have really changed, what do you think? There's some things we need to take, and there's something we need to really discard. There's something that we still need to hold on, because we are losing it. We are mixing them up, especially this new generation. They don't even know which is which, because everything concerning our tradition has been watered down. It's been watered down. So leave your comment down there below and let us have your take.